the bucket. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Dario Saric is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Jones. Then it's AI. And it's Felicio in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the five to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Nuggets had a nice performance. He picked up 12 points and added to his scoring by grabbing 3 rebounds. He was just too much to handle off the bench in a very strong performance. Curious to see what he can do for an encore, Kevin.
Nice work, David. Thank you. His contribution in that game was a big one.
And whenever he's that effective, it makes them so much stronger as a team. He doesn't have to do it all, but it helps when he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Greg, and that's what he'll be trying to do again tonight, in my opinion. Maybe not go out there and dominate, but put his stamp on as many different areas of this game as he can.
Galloway nailed from three-point land. Galloway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a tough one.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be. He's checked in for T. John Wall's checked in for Washington. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. So the Wizards 5 right now. Joe Ingles is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Howard. And it's Wall. And it's Clark in at the shooting guard position.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. All with it, working on AI. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Saric is checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Yabusele, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Off the inbound pass, and the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And again, Washington, no good. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites. One of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Yeah, some terrific names there. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Howard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to AI. And AI throws it down.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. AI with the ball. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Jones checked in for Shumpert, and a switcher also for Washington. Bogut's checked in. Jacobson, defended by Jones. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. And Bogut with the nice basket inside.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Jones, the pass to AI. And it's blocked. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. The Wizards shooting a meager 37% for the game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And for Tyus Jones, 3 gold medals playing for the U.S. national team throughout high school. He was Minnesota's Mr. Basket, a national title Clark in his lone season at Duke. I mean, this kid's already got a lot of hardware.
Yeah, he's got a cabinet full of hardware, and I think he's got a chance to develop into a really solid point guard in this league. Again, just 1 year of college, very early in his career. You got to give him time because he's shown that he can be a winner at the levels he's played at prior to the NBA.
Just 5 on the clock. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
AI, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Felicio's checked in for the Timberwolves. 1:31 left to play in the third. A 3 ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Galloway has got 10.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
AI can't hit. Washington shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. It's rebounded by Towns.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Felicio with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kicks it to Bogut. Brokoff, covered by Wiggins. Here's Jacobson. Felicio with a rebound. Felicio's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Jacobson, defended by Jones. Passes it to Yabusele. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
The 3/4 of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority.
9 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And here's Wall. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, wins like we saw tonight have not been easy for this team to get, so do you have a little more hope you can get back into the playoff race?
Well, every guy on this team knows what an important stretch of the season this is. This is when we got to make a move. I don't know if this gives us any additional hope, but it does put us one step closer to where we want to be.
Well, you build a playoff record with wins like this at this point of the season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.